in the middle of it, I could go ahead and have him make a character while we're doing it. Dominic,
Hello.
hello, Dominic. We've actually been playing for about 2 hours now.
Yeah, fair enough. I was just going to watch.
Okay, cool. May I ask you to for now at least, mute your microphone just to cover off background noises? Thank you. Okay, so, and I believe we are now live again. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty in that my desktop computer is 4 years old and it was sucky when I bought it and it dumped me. And so where I left off, I think, I don't know precisely when the computer dumped me, but last I knew, Troy had been blasting a shadow hound with his gun so that before it could get come at Clarissa's back. And he was back to, but in doing so, he did it in a rush and damaged the gun. So now he can't fire any more shots. Shouldn't be too much of a problem because Jimmy might be completing his ritual in the next little bit. But we never know. Who knows if that ritual will be completed? In any case, it is on to Clarissa. You are holding back the hordes of skeletons, and another 2 shadow dogs have shown up. Besides that first one, one of those got knocked out. So now there are 3 of these shadow dogs. So you're getting an ever-increasing horde of shadow monsters. What are you doing right now? You're holding off some of them from. They have to pass through you. They are either fixated on you or they have to pass through you to get to your friends. So you are the focus of all danger right now. What are you doing?
Okay, so while I'm focusing, I can grab my cycle and heal. I forgot the angel.
Casil?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to go ahead and swing the sickle out on its chain with you. It's a long staff, and you've got the sickle on a chain attached to it. Sometimes it's a scythe, and sometimes a release.
Yeah.
You're going to go swing that sickle around, and what you guys see is the sickle kind of cuts into Casil's flesh and pulls it out, and where the sickle passes through is left healed injuries. Depending on how well she rolls. So please roll me plus weird, which is 2d6 minus 1 for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Casil has the jewel. You could have asked her to use. You could have said to have her use the jewel. I should give you the.
What?
I should give Jacob the information on what the jewel does. Anyway. Go ahead, roll 2d6. Did you already roll?
Yes,
A 10. You did. You got a 10. Oh,
yes.
Nice. So, what happens is the sickle cuts through Casil. Where it passes through, flesh is recovered, and then it springs out, and she lashes out towards something else, one of the other 2 dogs. It doesn't even connect. It's very far away. It just lashes out, and as soon as there's this something that hits the dog, and suddenly sort of the same sort of mauling bite marks that were on Casil are now on the dog.
Cool.
That is what the sickle does.
I envision when Clarissa is swinging this chained weapon around, Troy just calmly bends over a little bit so the chain passes like just over his pith helmet.
Okay. Now, you have been doing your magic all this time to summon a Reaper. Go ahead and summon. Do your use magic roll for me, Jimmy.
I've got all the confidence in the world in you.
Time to get my hands dirty.
He's got a good.
And I say to Clarissa, this will never work.
Oh!
Oh!
No!
Oh
Do you feel
no!
lucky?
Well,
Do you-
get an experience.
You do get an experience.
Can't believe it. That rival will get
I'm gonna spend luck to make
advantage.
that a 12.
What was that?
I'm gonna spend luck to make that a 12.
Okay, so
Ooh,
I'm guessing. Do I still get the experience or no?
no, you don't. If you
Okay.
spend a luck to make it a success, you don't get the experience.
Sweet.
Okay. However, I'm going to ask you to roll for me 1d3, and you're going to have to do that on the roll 20 because, well, we're
Yeah.
using roll 20 anyway. Go ahead and roll for me 1d3.
Because the feat doesn't exist.
Two. Okay. Coming up out of the, it's like a tear in the air around you kind of opens up, and something steps through. You're not entirely sure what it is. At first, all of you are looking, and there's something incomprehensible there, and then it sort of resolves itself into the image of something humanoid with great spreading wings that may or may not be wings, or actually might be a cloak. They're either four wings or a wide cloak. You're not really sure, and then you got this faint idea of a face, but you're not really sure whether what you're perceiving right now is just this image your brain's putting up to conceal the not the hideousness of it, but the truth of what it is. And
I feel like you're not a Reaper.
What in the blue blazes is that thing?
I am Azrael.
I'm still focusing. Ah,
Alright. Well, I
Can
summoned
you help,
Mr.
Jill?
Robinson.
As in Angel of Death. What is it you
oh.
wish?
Well, we summoned you here because they're dead here that shouldn't be here. They're over there. So, yeah.
I am familiar with their master. This shall not take long.
Thanks, baby.
Oh my god.
Did you say baby to him?
Oh, yeah.
In like a loving way, yeah.
Okay. He's going to give you a sidelong look and kind of half casually kind of flick his hand towards you. Please roll me act under pressure.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
I have 0 cool, so let's do this.
Do it. The kid's got some style. He lives through this.
Yep.
Might learn something.
No, you just would do one. Another
that.
one. Do another one.
Yeah, do that today.
Oh. No.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's an 11.
Yep.
That's nice. Okay. You are able to keep your feet, but there's just this wind that kind of blows past that just pretty much tells you that you're pretty sure that without major preparation, Azrael could probably swat you like a fly.
Yeah. He's saying you're lucky you're a kid.
I just like sidle up next to the party, just like, we should get out of here.
Actually, you notice Casil, as soon as Azrael started appearing, Casil ducked out.
Oh.
Follow her
Well,
Seems
Yeah.
smart.
if I see everyone going, I'll just after them.
Okay, I'm going to need everybody to go ahead and give me somebody. Let's see here. Some of you can act to help out, or some of you can roll act under pressure to get out. I think actually act under pressure works best of this. Go ahead, give me act under pressure to get out without incident.
Troy will go last and bring up the rear.
Okay.
Got to make sure these other two, well, and Kong, of course, the other three get out.
Okay. You can go ahead and try telling your thrilling tale.
Yeah, he
then-
starts a story of a lion attack when there were 10 lions that attacked him at once, and all he had was an elephant gun and a sidearm, and he bravely cut them down, saved Kong's life, which Kong looks very skeptical about.
Go ahead and roll your 10 plus charm.
Okay.
I'm just trying to run away, trying to slash whatever block.
Oh no!
Oh,
What I thought might happen.
I have 3 hold.
Yep.
Okay.
what is it?
I can choose to give anybody. I can choose to spend the 3 hold to give a -1 on any investigate or kick some ass rolls,
Mm.
and I can do it 3 times. So,
You guys were not impressed at all by my story. You think it was a bunch of... It was all made up. Or if it wasn't made up, I obviously just get myself in terrible situations all the time. You've lost confidence in me.
either that, or you're going to obey. You're going to either disbelieve advice that's real at the wrong time, or believe advice that's completely phooey at the wrong time.
Alright.
Okay.
On the bright side, you can mark experience.
Go ahead, act under pressure.
I roll a 7.
You rolled a 7. Okay.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, Shirley, you get out fine. Jimmy, as you're running out, Jimmy, as you're running, not Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy, Destroyer of Worlds. As you're running out, you're heading down the stairs and you trip and start falling down them, and now you have 2 harm. But behind you, you're just hearing the sound of as you're getting further away. You have this sense of a pitched battle, or not really all that pitched, just a massacre behind you. But there's no real sound. There's just this idea that there is sound behind you. It's really kind of strange. And that is one of the places explored. You do meet Casil about 2 blocks away. When you're well away from Azrael, Casil shows up again and kind of glares at you. Say, I thought you knew my situation. What are you doing summoning generals of the heavens to here?
All I wanted was a Reaper.
Oh, so you just basically cast at random.
Hey, I'm just really good.
The kid doesn't know his own strength.
Okay, that is one of the 5 places. I will give you some instinct that one of the remaining 4 places was probably where Casil was, but since your premonition has already passed, you don't have that idea. But you probably know that one of the remaining 4 places where Casil was, so you can try to ask her. But that leaves 3 places left to explore. One of them is in the forest, one of them is in the mountains, and the other one is somewhere in town towards the poorer districts.
Well, before that disconnection, we wanted to run and toward the forest, so we went. Yeah.
Okay. Toward the forest. Okay.
If one of you knows that Casil has info on one of the places not to go, let's find that out so we don't waste our time going there.
I might have information.
I know that one of them is in the forest. So.
One of them is in the forest. Go ahead, if you want to talk to Casil, roll investigate a mystery to get questions out of her. Some of them will probably be really easy to get out of her, but you can get some more information to see if she'll give you what's showing her.
While they do that, can I tune in?
Yeah, you can go ahead and tune in. Let me go ahead and get what they're doing. Actually, I'll get what you're doing first. Go ahead and roll tune in. Blah, 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 blah. I can GM. Yes, I can.
So I have the idea of like, I know who one of them is. I just don't know where he is or what he's doing. So I just I reach out to him in my mind's eye.
Got it. Okay.
Well,
Ooh.
alright, I'm a 10 plus, hold 3, and I can spend this hold to ask the question.
Right.
First question is, where is the creature right now?
Okay. You have the idea that he is in the forest.
He's in the forest?
Yes.
Which creature is it?
The one that he knows about.
Okay.
That he hasn't told you about yet.
What is
I
it
thought
planning to do next?
this was the other one.
What is he planning to do next?
He is planning an attack.
On us?
No.
Okay. Who does it regard as the biggest threat?
Who does it regard as the biggest threat? You get the sense of the you get a sense of the name Yoni Kovic, and I'm just going to. This is the stats for the jewel. You can go link to it. That's what Castile has, because I can't get the private thing to work for whatever reason. You get the name of
This is
Yoni
good. This is good. Now, not only do I know where he is, but I know another of the contenders. So, all right, the forest we're going into.
Yep.
I'm talking in character now. I speak to.
You're to them. Before you do that, while you were tuning in, I want to see what they get their investigation with talking to people.
Kong was actually talking to Casil.
Okay, roll. Did you already roll?
No, I'm rolling now.
Okay. Okay, that's an 8. So for that, I believe you get 1 question on the investigation list.
Yep, I would like to. See.
Yeah.
You can say where did it go for this. That's one of the stock
Okay.
questions.
Yep, where did it go?
Or that I assume is being questioned as a where were you staying?
Yeah, exactly. Where were you before? You had one of the artifacts. We can eliminate that from our list. Kong is very intelligent.
Okay. Yep. Brains and brawn. Okay. She says I was headquartered in unused portion of the sewers of this town. They are quite a bit larger than they need to be for this city. And older, I think they were probably built before the city was. Not too surprising. It seems that the new place for the ritual tends to be prepared well before the current tournament is finished.
Excellent.
There's probably another city being built right now where the next one will be taking place.
I do hope you enjoy our current environs better than the sewers.
It's still the mortal plane.
Well, not much I can do about that.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I need to inform the boss.
Right. Okay.
All right, so he will whisper to Troy, and Troy says, so from what I understand, Casil was stationed in the sewer, so we can cross that off our list. I think I've just saved us quite a bit of time.
Oh, so where Casil was, the artifact was, because she has one.
The one you detected below the city, so we can
Oh, quest that.
cross that one off. You did a wonderful job during that fight, by the way. You too, Jimmy.
Yeah, even though you some big monster that we might not handle, but it was.
Don't worry. He pats his elephant gun.
We don't need to handle it. Like he's a higher being, so once he's done with whatever he needs to do, he'll just leave. Now, if it was like a Reaper, I'd probably have to spell it, but he has his own agenda.
Hopefully.
I'm sure. Okay. I'm trying to remember how to do. What is the command for private in Roll20?
/W. And the
Yeah,
person's name.
W and then 2, and then you'll pick the name.
Okay. And yeah, it's the long name was getting me a little bit. Okay.
I think it's
So
like,
good. So right now we're going to the
Go
forest.
to the forest then. Continue on.
Uh-huh.
Very
Yeah.
good. Kong, make sure this gun is working again. It's giving me trouble. And he hands gun to Kong.
I've warned you all about guns. They're gross. They leave dust behind and stuff like that, and they break.
All right.
You should
They
leave
also
it
kill
behind.
things.
You should just leave it behind.
Well-
I'm going to say no.
Roy can handle guns. He's much more experienced.
See, look how civilized this woman is. She doesn't even use a gun. She uses. Kesty, what do you use?
That's because
I use Divine Wrath.
this thing is special.
We each use what we are best with. Please, we got to speak it.
Casil looks at you and says, I'm an angel of darkness. What do you think I use? And she kind of holds out her hands and kind of flares. The pure darkness that she's made of sort of flares off in different directions around her.
I'm sure she can handle herself pretty well. Do I feel the same thing? No, wait. Oh, I guess it's only in the center of the city, that headache.
Well, if you guys are done talking,
Could talk and walk at the same time, kid. Don't worry about that.
How are you approaching the forest?
as I'm walking in, I'm like, guys, I got to tell you something. So I followed up with our friend, well, my friend, you guys don't know him, and he's one of the competitors. He's planning to attack somebody, not us. So we just wait a minute and we spring a trap on him and ambush him while he's fighting. Yeah?
All right. I'm liking the sound.
He's in the forest as well, I suppose.
And then the loser, I don't know who the other person is, but when we find him, I can bind him.
Okay. So we need to probably sneak and hide somewhere.
We should get a good vantage point for action.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, we sneak and hide and look for the ambush that he made.
Are you trying to read a bad situation as you're coming up to the forest?
Yeah, I guess it is. There's no. It's not investigated mystery.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll me read a bad situation. Investigate mystery is for kind of looking for clues. Read a bad situation seems to be something you would do as you're coming up to a place where you're trying to ambush somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh,
10.
good roll.
I can ask 3.
Okay, yes, you can ask 3 questions. Dwayne, you get an experience. Are you up to 5 yet?
I'm at 4.
And Jimmy, you can ask
5
1.
in no time.
Yeah. So, Who wants to ask questions first?
Okay, I'll ask. I got three. So first, what's the best way in?
Okay. There is a old, somewhat unused road that you come across as you're going towards the forest. That's probably not the best way in, but it probably leads towards into the deeper forest. Because there is no cover on that road, but there is the forest itself is very, very dense. So if you go in by the forest but try to keep the road within sight, you might be able to get in with cover.
Okay, so we'll go near the road but not on it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's probably what we know. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You actually kind of you're looking around as you're going into the forest, and you stop and you notice something glinting at the base of a tree, and you bend down and you pick it up, and it looks like a shuriken star, like from a ninja movie.
Oh. I don't feel anything strange about it, right?
Well,
Regular.
It's fairly regular itself, but yeah, and when you're looking at that, you start looking around where it dropped, and you find faint traces of lots of feet having passed through here. I mean, you wouldn't have noticed it if the shuriken hadn't drawn your eye. So it sounds like the ambush that's being planned is one army against is being involving a small army of maybe ninja.
Yeah.
You have one more question. You can save it later, or you can ask it now.
Well, no, I guess I'll ask just what's the best way to protect the victims, or probably us.
Okay. The best way to protect the people right now is probably to try to put an end to this, to get in and get out as quickly as possible. You don't want to linger and have a long, drawn-out fight.
Okay.
You have this instance of this line from a movie comes to your head. It's like, are we to be two immortals locked in eternal battle till the trumpets sound? That's the impression you get. If you decide to link, if that's what you think you'll get caught up in.
Oh. So that's what I whisper to everyone. I say, when we go, we just need it. Forget about the other binding and such. It takes time. Just we try to get the other artifact and leave really quick. Don't do any long rituals.
Okay, not a problem here.
Okay.
We're going in and out.
Okay. Jimmy, you have one question. Do you want to hold it for now, and save it for later, or do you want to ask anything?
Let's save it.
Okay. So you're sneaking through the trees, getting closer, and you see what what appears to be, you start seeing the shadows of a wide estate kind of coming out of the gloom as you get deeper into the thing, and you get closer and it resolves. There's this large mansion that just looks more than a little run down, and there is odd motions all over the place. You kind of remember it from just before the skeletons attacked at the community center. You're pretty certain that this is manned by the same sort of spirits and ghosts. But as you're getting closer, you're coming up behind. There's a line of what looks to be ancient samurai and ninjas gearing up to start to look like they're getting ready to about storm the castle, storm the mansion.
Wait, and the skeleton things are also around?
They're in the mansion. They seem to be being the guard.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should let all the ninja kill the skeletons.
Perhaps
Then
we
go in.
at least start before we make our move.
Yeah.
Get them distracted, and we can sneak in.
So we'll wait till they storm that mansion.
There was a time I did fight 30 ninjas in the streets of Hong Kong. It was a crazy battle. They will jump all over the place, come at you from every angle.
Exactly, and we can't deal with 30 ninjas.
Are you going to go ahead and wait for them to attack?
Yeah, we wait till they storm the castle, then we probably wait a bit longer, a few minutes, and then sneak in.
Okay. Jimmy, what are you doing?
What was the name that I heard while tuning in?
The name you heard was Yoni Kovic.
Yoni Kovic.
You don't
Alright,
think
so-
you get this feeling that that's not who is involved in this battle, but that's
Okay.
you asked who he felt was the greatest threat. So
And the powers that I can that we can feel, are they in the castle?
no, but you have this strong feeling that both Azrael, who you've already summoned, and these other two that you've sensed, since you're asking out loud, are connected to those skeletons and ghosts.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of quietly start moving my feet around and digging a circle into the dirt. Maybe you guys notice, maybe you guys don't. But I'm going to start summoning. What was his name? Molag something.
Wait. As soon as I see this, I said, Jimmy, we
Yoni
don't have
Kovac.
time for some.
Yoni Kovac is probably not okay at this point. Okay. Yoni Kovac is completely separate. He's part of the tournament. The two entities you felt are outside of the tournament. They're just massively powerful, kind of like Azrael. But you think, because you have greed for power, you think you might be able to bind one.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to try to summon one of the powers.
Okay. You are going to go ahead and go with it. You're not going to try to resist that urge. Awesome. Okay. Go ahead. Is anybody going to notice?
Yeah, I said as soon as I see him starting preparing rituals, I said, Jimmy, we don't have time for rituals. And I whispered it, but to him. Not
He's like,
to
let's
him.
say you doesn't
I'm
understand what
grabbed
you
by
just
the
said.
collar, give him a little shake. Aren't you listening?
He looks like Clarice, like he didn't completely understand what you just said. Like, no time for witchcraft? What do you mean? There's always time for witchcraft.
We need to get out quickly. We that ritual before took you a long time.
You know that thing with your show, right? I can just, and I'm gonna cast it.
Do you want to try? You already got an experience for trying to go ahead with this and not resisting. Do you want to just try to cast that and assume that you can do it on a used magic without a big magic?
Where'd my pencil go? What?
You want to try to just cast the summoning, because you told her that it was just for show and you can do it like that. You want to try to prove her wrong, because that's now mood and rage. And I'll give you another experience. If you try to summon one of those two other great powers that you felt and try to bind them with just use magic and no big magic.
That sounds like big magic.
It is big magic, but you're right now. You have this urge. You really, really want to prove to her how powerful you are, because she's telling you it's not time for this.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright, so I raise my hand and I snap. I'm gonna roll. Damn it.
Okay. I will tell you right now, if you're going to go ahead and do it, you you can get the call, and due to what's here, they will come. You will fail the binding. I will have.
Wait, but what do you mean by do it? What are you trying to do? Like,
he's got a sense of some other great. One of the other bad guys has connected to him 3 great powers. He is trying to summon one and bind them.
oh, like he's trying to be like a witch, like a warlord, or like something.
He's trying to be a warlock. He is a warlock. He's just trying. He's trying to basically tame a. He's trying to basically tame a dragon with a fly swatter.
That's fucking stupid.
Yes, but that's what.
I have my hand in the air.
I'm guessing they found. I'm guessing we're getting all these people joining because they found the hangouts and they want to watch. Okay.
Taming a dragon with a fly swatter is like taking a shit with a closed asshole.
Yeah. Please, guys, we are actually role playing right now. You can watch, and we can save the things for later. This is an actual ongoing game. Sorry.
Oh shit. My bad.
At this point, Reverse Flash, we are about. We had to switch to a new hangout. At this point, we are about 2 hours or so into, in 2 or 3 hours into the game. I can try to do this another scenario or the same scenario in another pickup game. But right now, we are already about two-thirds of the way done with this one. So at this point, it would be a little bit difficult to get all of you started with the playbook and such.
Shout out to the warlord.
Yeah. Okay. So.
All right. So I'm like sitting there like, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna if you don't let me do this.
And I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to ask you to use magic. What's going to happen is you're all going to have to flee from whatever it is he summons when he gets pissed off and he tries to bind it. You want to try to persuade him not to do it.
Can I?
Well, like I can try.
Can I manipulate her to let me do it? Oh no, because she's. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I think it's her. It's her go, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to persuade him because I don't want.
So I'm just like sitting there like my finger in the air, like, so let me do it properly, please.
Okay. At that point, actually, I'm going to ask you to do manipulate other on them. So please go ahead, roll me manipulate other.
Okay.
Charm.
Me or
I don't know why they're blocking me.
They're dumb kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, they're coming in the middle about 2 hours into it, and some of them were very polite, just asking, "Can I talk?" But
yeah.
Okay, so that is a 10. This is the way Manipulate Other works against PCs. If you let him go ahead with the ritual as he wants to do it, you get to mark experience, and you get a +1 on your next roll. You
Keep
don't
in
have
mind,
to.
what I'm trying to do is not summon it willy-nilly. I'm trying to do the actual ritual
You're trying to
to let me
convince
find
them. Yeah, you're trying to convince them to let you just do it on the proper way.
So he's trying to convince both of us?
Yeah, let him do the ritual, because otherwise he's saying, "I will. If you don't let me do it properly, I will just do it now, with no preparation."
Oh, and if we let him mark experience.
Yes, that's what when you manipulate another hunter and you succeed, they can still choose whether or not to agree with you. But if they do, they get experience.
Well, I guess I now trust Jimmy more, so I guess I'll let him do it.
Okay.
Look, kid,
I get the experience.
what I know about magic isn't a whole lot, so I'm going to have to trust you on this. Don't fuck up.
Okay.
Alright, and I just go, like, I dig around for, like, a stick or something, I just start drawing it.
Okay. Now, as you're sitting there watching, I'm going to ask. Let's see. One of you, you're noticing that the battle starts going off. The ninjas and the samurai start moving forward on the mansion. You're hearing the sounds of horrendous screaming. Like the only thing you can think of is a banshee or something like it. And dogs baying and the sounds of Japanese war cries. You see this one guy who's not wearing hardly any armor, and he's got a really nice katana, and he's sort of teleporting all over the place, striking things down.
All
And
right.
besides that, you also find something like a death knight. It's like an ancient armor, head, and everything. It looks like kind of vaguely Scottish thing, carrying a huge claymore, wading into the fight as well, casting aside samurai and ninjas, raising them up as he kills them, that kind of thing. Okay, so
Avoid that guy.
and you also have this feeling that neither of them have used their artifacts yet. They're just using their own abilities. So I'm going to ask, let's see, all three of you. Okay, how are you going to go do this ritual? Tell me what you're doing. I know you're going to need a circle. You're going to need some way to bind things. Okay,
Alright,
got
so
it.
I drew, this time I drew like a different symbol. Instead of like the star, I draw like you know, like sacred geometry. I draw like the like a 20-sided shape basically, and I'm going to like I'm assuming like the more advanced it is, like the more time it takes to like draw, and then also like the more powerful it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically the plan here.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to act under pressure. Everybody to try to stay hidden.
Okay.
Also, and to get your geometry done correctly. Okay. Cool.
What are we rolling?
Act under pressure is plus cool.
Can Cass help me?
No, because she is an extension of you.
I'm using a point of luck.
Oh, you're gonna be using a point of luck.
No.
Yep.
Okay, so all of you are managing to stay hidden. Clarissa, would you like to maybe help him out in his ritual so that when he summons this thing, it doesn't kill you all?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's
Put it that way.
yeah.
Or you could have Kong do it. Either way, you're all free. You're pretty much just staying undercover while waiting for a time to snatch stuff up.
Yeah, I'm because I'm trying to protect everyone. Even that's even more priority than getting that artifact. But
Right. Okay. Go ahead and roll to help me then. Kong. Yes. I'm actually assuming that you could have used the sickle to cut away wounds and throw the injuries at a tree. So that's fine.
I can do it on an object. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Well, they are alive.
Yeah,
Not-
you actually, in the first time I ran through this, somebody used the sickle to fix their car. Because they cut the damage out of the car and transferred it to a wall.
Would be the best damn,
Best use of the sickle, right there. It's the
best
best.
looking mechanic I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Anyway,
sickle of mechanical engineering.
it cuts away damage, is what it does.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to need since it's going to be I'm going to actually ask either Dwayne or Shirley to roll help me so that he can get his +1
Okay.
to get up to a 10.
The help out. The help out.
Yeah.
It's also.
Sorry, what skills are they based on?
Oh no! Now I get the 6.
Okay, do you want to keep that 6? Because you're really low on luck right now.
Yeah. I'm saving it for later.
Okay,
I'll get experience points.
okay, good. Fine. Okay, where is Kong or Troy going to try to help? Probably not Troy.
Kong will help.
Okay.
He studied a little bit under Medicine Man,
Okay.
so he has some experience with this sort of thing.
So you managed to give a +1 over so that Jimmy gets a 10 on his act under pressure. Now, Jimmy, I'm going to have to ask you to make a use magic. For whatever reason, the camera is not working right now, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, Jimmy, good.
Good.
Now, Jimmy, tell me, 1 or 2?
2.
2.
Aha! He fell for his trap.
Oh,
Okay.
you followed for my trap.
Okay. This time, a crack seems to open up out of the ground where where you had the circle. How big was this circle?
Pretty big, probably. I think, like, part of the magic of it is that it adjusts to, like, the size of the creature that I summon.
Okay. It spreads out to, I'll say, about a 6-foot radius circle, and you're seeing what look like steps going down into cavernous deeps, and you hear this kind of limping click, click, click. Slowly, this form comes into the shape, and you're seeing the left side come in, and this looks like sort of a zombie, one arm sort of hanging, and the dead, rotten arms and legs sort of very weak, kind of difficultly moving forward. And you hear that, again, a click, and you see a walking stick come forward in a perfectly healthy and living, perfectly formed woman's right hand. Click, and again starts turning around the corner of these stepping stairs, and you can see the face now, and one half is this rotting, dead woman's face with stringy hair, and the other is a perfectly beautiful, dark-haired woman.
I turn to Clarissa. I'm just like, I told you I could do it. I hardly
But
focus.
what did you bring?
Troy steps protectively between Clarissa and whatever this is.
It comes up, it's doing the click and dragging along its zombie leg, the zombie left side, click, stepping up, and then comes up. It looks like about a woman, maybe in her mid-20s, about 5'7", somewhere between 5'5" and 5'7", but she hunches, kind of, so it's hard to get a good gauge of her height, and looks over all of you and then latches eyes on Jimmy. Why am I summoned here?
Hi, I'm Jimmy, Destroyer of the World. I need a favor from you.
Remember, you wanted to bind her to your service.
Yes. I need your service. For as long as I want.
You dare to bind me to your service?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And she looks down and kind of scans the floor around you where you put the circle, and at one point you see one eyebrow sort of rise, and she stops scanning and sort of fixates on a certain point, and then looks up at you. And the anger is just sort of very suspiciously dissipated, and is asking you in a very calm and a very beautiful voice, saying, "What is it you wish of me?"
I wish only for your services during this fight. Not for this fight, for this tournament. I want you to help us ensure our victory.
We have agreed not to interfere in the tournament.
But right now you're trapped, so you might have to deal with that first. I can release you, but we'd have to make a deal.
A deal.
You break your pact, and you help us.
She leans forward and kind of sniffs at you. And what deals have you already made?
He's also in the tournament. She's also in the tournament. We made an alliance with her. I think Astrafel was summoned.
Azrael.
Azrael. We didn't make a deal with him. We just like let him free, basically. Yeah, that's about it. Why?
Shouldn't we get moving soon before this fight winds down?
This is
that's a good point. We don't have a lot of time, so I guess you should make your decision soon.
Yeah.
This is my deal for you. I will serve you in this tournament if you become my servant once I am free.
Once you're free. Okay.
Here, the gears clicking in that kid's head.
Okay, did you just say okay?
I said, once you are free, I will serve you. And I just get sort of an innocent yet still wry smile. Yeah, once you're free.
Do you remember when Clarissa tried to help you and rolled a 6 and didn't spend a luck?
Oops.
I remember that. She said, "I'm low on luck. I'm not helping that guy."
Oh, okay. Then I'm not gonna do that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to give her like the innocent smile, and I'm gonna like twist around a little bit, and I'm like, that sounds like a good deal, but how about this? I'm gonna roll manipulate.
Okay, where is it? You're going to roll manipulate. Normally, you cannot manipulate things on this scale, but she's not exactly the monster of the scene, so I'll go ahead and let you do this. Okay, so manipulating things. What is the deal you want to ask her?
I will. I will. You will help me, and once you're free, I will grant you the souls of 10 humans.
The hell are you talking about, kid?
You can.
Shush. I'm making deals.
No. You cannot speak for the souls of others. I want your soul when I am free.
Okay, after my body is dead, you can have his soul.
I will agree to that.
I extend my hand past the circle.
She doesn't. Okay, she actually just kind of stretches out and swats the circle. There's this little spot that Clarissa was helping you build. It just shatters and everything comes out from it. And she reaches up to shake your hand. You now belong to hell.
Oh.
Well, my body. Well, technically, I already belonged in hell, but yeah.
No. You don't belong in hell. You belong to, and she points to herself, hell.
Hell. Okay.
Oh, hell. Oh. The name is hell. Nice name.
All right. The first point of order. There are ninjas outside.
Yeah, it looks like the ninjas and samurai are slowly being withered away. They're better fighters, but they die.
Yeah.
And you see that teleporting samurai guy and the Death Knight battling at each other and tearing at each other. At some point, as you're watching, there's a flash of bright fire, and the samurai starts getting the samurai was trying to teleport, and it just seems to split, and he falls, kind of shuddering and shaking on his sword, but at the same time sort of reaches out to cut at the Death Knight's hand, and it goes flying with this dagger being held in the hand, way off to the edge. And at the same time, you can see, after that, the Death Knight growls and also sweeps out to cut off the samurai's hand, and it starts flying. You can see kind of a bracelet off it in the other direction.
Oh. I have a sense that's the bracelet is an artifact.
You kind of get the idea that the bracelet. Go ahead and roll investigate for that.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you a -1 because
Oh, so
that's a 9.
Okay, so 9. Yeah.
Because Troy told a story earlier.
Yeah.
Not a
So
good
what
story.
is it? Just one question.
One question.
So it went flying, right? It cut
Yeah.
off its. So where did it go?
One hand went in one direction of the battle, the other hand went in the other direction of the battle.
Oh, so I guess I don't know which hand. I told to Jimmy I'm not sure I can speak with the hell, but I said, Jimmy, we need that bracelet on his hands. So maybe hell can help and bring it.
Oh, artifacts. I love artifacts. Let's do it.
Yeah. Tell her to bring the hands of that knight. Both
Okay.
of them.
Okay. You want Hell to bring the artifacts to you?
Yeah.
I think I'll go for one and she goes for the other. Because they're on like opposite sides of the battlefield.
Yep.
And you want me
No.
to take out the creatures?
Hell. Okay, Hell. Maybe Hell and I will go to the other side.
I can
She'll
distract.
go.
If I might, you might suggest if you're going to go for one direction, you might head off towards where the samurai's hand was cut off. I have business with the dead one.
Okay.
Mm,
Hell, you do what you do.
Okay.
okay, you go and I'll just run that. I run as quickly as I can. Just
So was the
as fast as I can. Just go and.
As they say in France, allons-y.
Okay. Yep. So in this case, you're going to run as quick. All three of you are going to run as quickly as you can towards the samurai's hand.
Okay,
Yeah.
the samurai had his hand cut off, so the Black Knight is still up and good, right?
They both lost a hand.
Both left hand. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to run there. I've had time to study them, so I'd like to use my Killer's Wisdom.
Go ahead.
All right.
Why is my camera not working? Oh well.
Okay. So I have 2 hold I can use to do various things.
Okay, got it. Okay, so you're running off towards it, and you guys, it takes you a little bit of time to sort get through the field, trying to find where the hand is, and as you reach the hand, you notice just a kind of almost in slow motion as who is reaching down to pick up the hand or the bracelet on it.
Well, I'm the greedy one, so.
Yeah. It's not me.
Well, I will go get the bracelet.
Okay. It's either so Jimmy or Clarissa. You both seem to suggest that you're going to get it. Which one would it be?
They both reach for it.
Okay.
Reach for the same time.
I need
Roll off.
both to roll act under pressure.
Okay.
I've got my elephant gun ready.
9.
7.
9 and 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You are reaching for it just as you notice a burst of some sort of energy or smoke in front of you, and you remembered that the samurai can teleport. So you're able to get out of the way just before this slash of a sword comes out. And he starts moving in to stab down at...
I'm going to shoot.
We're going to say Jimmy since he rolled lower.
I'm going to blast him with my elephant gun.
You're going to hit him with the elephant gun?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead. Act under pressure to avoid shooting your friends.
All right. I'll spend a luck for that.
How much luck do you have left?
I think I have a lot of luck, according to this thing.
You started
4.
with 3. This is a one-shot. You started with 3.
Then left.
Huh?
I have 1 left.
Okay, so you're not doomed yet. So that's
That's
a
right.
12. You managed to shoot him out of the way before he can lay a blow on Jimmy. Jimmy,
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna. Okay, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trap the samurai.
Okay. Go
So
ahead.
I extend my
That's
hands
gonna be,
out.
that's going to be
And
use magic.
Did
yeah,
it matter how much damage I did to him?
Yes, you did do damage to him. It's just automatic.
Okay.
It's 4.
Because I ticked that skill of finish him, so I get to actually add some damage if I.
Go ahead. Yes, I am familiar with finish him.
Never mind. I
What's
don't
that?
add any damage. I don't any damage. I open myself up to harm.
Okay. But you do get another experience point.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is why Troy is so experienced. He fails so much.
yeah.
I shot him.
Yeah, you did. Okay. So, Jimmy, you're going to be using magic. Did you already roll? Is that the 12?
yeah.
Okay. So, you managed to bind the samurai into place where he is. Describe your binding.
All right, so I extend my hands, and from my hands, from my palms, come these like eldritch chains, basically, and they just wrap around him and like they embed themselves in the ground. And I just like, you shouldn't be teleporting like that. You're really gonna scare some people.
Okay.
Didn't do my heart any good, I tell you.
And he kind of shakes his head at you. It's like, boy, you meddle in things beyond you. Clarissa, you're looking down at, you happen to look down at Jimmy's feet, and you see the severed hand sort of reaching back toward the bracelet, which is a bunch of rosary beads, and holding on to one of the beads.
Well, I saw that Jimmy bind that samurai, so I just reach for that beads bracelet and grab it, and yells, "Troy and Jimmy, just run!" And I run also.
You're going to go run for the beads. Okay, I'm going to ask
Yeah,
you.
run for the.
You're going to dive for the beads before the hand can release it.
Yeah.
What happens if you use up your luck and go to doomed? What happens is right now, I am not supposed to do hard moves against you unless you fail a roll or you do something express that really opens up to me doing a hard move to you. That's stuff like just doing damage.
Yep.
I have to set it up that something really bad is going to happen first. If you go to 0 luck, I am allowed to just say something comes out of the blue and hurts you.
Okay. All right.
And other such bad things.
Thanks.
Okay.
So you're saying I should have shot Jimmy?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me protect other, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Tough.
Meanwhile, while she's rolling that, behind you can look, and Hell is just sort of slowly walking towards where the hand was, and every undead thing that tries to get in her path just disintegrates without her having any sort of effort.
That didn't seem like much
Back
fun.
to the samurai, just like I think we're gonna win.
Okay, you
Famous
managed.
last words.
Okay, you managed to grab hold of the bead to get on top of the beads as they burst out, and you're going to give Jimmy enough time to get clear of this before it goes through. But the beads sort of burst out and start growing into a writhing hedge maze of thorns that starts growing out from where the bead was dropped. And you're right at ground 0 for it. So you're scratched up and take 3 harm.
Okay. Wait, just I'm just looking at my.
Okay. And
Okay, because of the resilience, I get just 2 harm.
oh, right, because resilience reduces it to 2 harm. Plus, you're wearing
Yeah.
armor, so
So only 1.
you take only 1 harm.
Yeah.
You are friggin'.
Yeah.
If you get invincibility, you're like almost
Yeah.
invincibility and immortal. You would be the hardest thing in the world to kill.
I'm like in unbreakable.
Oh, Gad's unbreakable. Oh.
And here I am stepping in front to protect her, and she's tougher than I am.
She's the chosen.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the chosen.
And if she dies, she comes back to life almost instantly.
Yeah, just
I
like
did
Buffy.
choose her, so.
Yeah. Yeah, the samurai is at least round 2 or 3, but he's the one that basically summoned it. At least he had. I'm sure, Clarissa, you have this bead was summoned by the samurai, but you now have, while you're getting scratched up by these vines and you're being tangled up in them, you have the rosary in your hands now. Jimmy, this thing and Jimmy and Troy, this thing is coming and growing out from you. It looks hostile. You're going to need act under pressure rolls to get out of dodge.
Watch your step. The ground cover here is terrible.
Ooh.
Okay, Troy, you've actually encountered something like this before. You've fought an intelligent man-eating plant somewhere in the deepest, darkest of Bangkok. No. Somewhere that has wilds and plants. And Jimmy, what is your role at under pressure? Cool plus cool. 7. Okay. You're going to get clear. You're not going to get tangled up in the vines the way Clarissa is right now at the center of this one that was summoned by the samurai, Nasato. But you are going to get torn up a little bit on your way out, so you're going to have 2 harm as you escape the range of the swirling plants. Okay?
Can Kong try to help Jimmy?
I will let you roll a help for Kong to try to help Jimmy since he is an extension of you, yes. A +1. Okay. At that, Kong takes the damage instead of Jimmy.
Okay.
Okay. It's actually protect rather than help, because help wouldn't do much. It would just give a +1. But anyway.
So, what's your feet, young sir?
Yeah.
Quick question. The other attacker.
Yes.
Is he still around?
He's actually over there, kind of in a kind of trying to approach hell and being unable to.
All right, then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jinx him. I focus on him, and I manifest all my malice and all my greed and all the rage, and I channel it into him. I can encourage strange coincidences to occur. When you jinx a target, roll plus weird.
Right. I got it in front of me. So please roll plus weird. You got
10. So I'm going to. I get to hold 2. You still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay. I'm going to interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do. I'm going to make sure so maybe he like trips or like people start getting in his way for some reason. Yeah. So I'm going to interfere with him getting to Hell, and then the target loses something that you will so find. I'm gonna have him lose. Is there something that like he's using, like something that I can tell is like useful to him?
It's not necessary. I get to decide what he loses.
Yeah. Okay. So he loses something that I will so find.
You will soon find. Yep. Okay. And as you do that, you turn and look back, and he's kind of moving out towards Hell, who just turns back to him and basically says, "I no longer care about you. Leave," and kind of flicks her hand away and throws him back. And she starts walking towards you, holding the dagger that he had in his hand. Here you are.
Wait, who she flicks back? Who she flicks back?
She kind of smiles very grotesquely because it's half beautiful, half decayed. Hands you in her decayed hand this dagger. Here you are, young, and she kind of slurs this word, master.
Thank you.
Okay.
Was it hard? Was it?
Can I use my sickle and to remove my arm to the plants that entangle me?
You want to use your... yes, you can cut it. You can use it to cut. Yes, because
Yeah,
it's
to
part
cut.
of your weapon.
Yes, to cut for me and to the trees that entangle me.
And you're also holding the rosary, so you can try to take control of the plants.
Oh, so that's so so if that the rosary control the plants, I just move back, go back to the ground.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to roll act under pressure, so plus cool on that, because it's not the actual move the rosary is designed to do, but it fits.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, the plants just curl out from you, leave you in the middle, just clean and easy, and starts wrapping up and tearing apart the samurai, who just continues, even when he's a decapitated head, to glare and glare at you. And his dismembered body parts are still moving and trying to get close to each other.
Damn, she's sexy when she does things like that.
You've got both artifacts.
Roy, later.
At this point, Hell does ask, is there anything else you want of me right now?
For now you can stand by.
Good.
I turn my attention back to Masato. I'm just like, Masato, I warned you about this.
And somehow he manages to talk even though his head is disconnected from his lungs. He's like, you don't know what you've given yourself. Okay. So
As
you
soon
I've
as,
given myself I've given myself a boot.
Yeah. And Hell does turn to you and say, then I suggest you leave. I have some messages to give. And you look back at... She glances off towards the Death Knight, who's kind of standing up, and you see you can see somewhere in the distance this cloud of ravens starting to form up on one side of him, as that same tear in the space that Azrael came through forms up on the other side of him.
yeah, as soon as that, I'm running, grabbing Jimmy's hand, Troy's hand, and running out of the forest.
I'm with her.
And also, Jimmy, when you touched her hand, you felt really kind of cold for some reason.
Interesting. The Hell's Hand?
You touched Hell's hand because
Oh,
when she handed you the dagger.
So
And
we have one more artifact to get, right?
Yes, you do. And there is, you think, one of the two places you know is in the city, and one is up in the mountains. So the question is, which one was the samurai using? Do you think? I'm going to say you get out because everybody's well distracted with between you summoning the Norse goddess of the dead.
Seems unlikely a samurai would be in a rundown part of town.
Yeah.
Not a samurai
No,
style.
I just
we
call
did our
out.
job. We need to get out of it.
I call out to Hell. All right, it's time to go.
You said you were going to let her go at the moment, so you said to stand ahead of
Oh,
her.
I'm gonna go on standby.
Yeah. Well, she will vanish until you call her then.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, so if I call out to her, she'll appear.
That's the thing, yes.
Okay.
Oh. So we're running out of the forest.
Yeah.
And as soon as we get sort of clear way, safe way, uh, we
Yes.
stop and I want to heal everyone with the cycle. Just
Okay.
using the cycle and just cutting wounds and throwing them into walls or something.
Go
Throwing them
ahead
into,
and roll me plus weird once.
yeah.
Once.
Okay. Just once? Okay. Let's see. Okay, 7. What does
Okay.
it mean?
So you're going to be able to heal everybody. You don't have a major mess up where you actually hurt somebody.
Oh, okay.
Or you hurt yourself, rather. So you're fine.
Kong bows to you. Thank you, madam.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think
Clary-
it's one arm less.
I'm sorry? No, I'm just going to say you're able to cut away most of the wounds and throw them on trees. I just wanted
Oh,
to
okay.
see if you failed on something, see if anything else. Though I will note that, Jimmy, you still feel a little bit cold.
What?
Yeah.
I still feel
just
really cold.
Cold, you don't know
pouring
why.
I just like I just start like shivering basically. I'm just like
No, you're not really sure what it is. It just is a sense of something a little bit off.
I should have brought a coat.
Yeah.
Doing it right there, Jimmy?
Do you have a coat?
I've got my coat. I was going to
we
drag
need,
on
we,
the ground.
we need to go to the hotel because
Kong, give
we
him
need
your
to
coat.
find.
Kong will hand over his coat.
Thank you, Colin.
Suffering manner.
So
Okay.
basically after that, I'm looking at the map and
Yeah. So you're going to go head towards the town. And
While
you're hearing from Casil's like, what kind of maniac are you? I knew you were reckless.
sorry,
Yeah, you, Jimmy.
I don't understand.
Oh,
it's a little weird, but not crazy.
I'm not sure. I think he has a few
Big
screws loose.
okay. I will note. You head back towards you get back to the hotel, and Jimmy, you take 1 harm. You're not sure why.
I'm just like shivering, like fucking hell. Fucking cursed me. She did something.
Troy lays his hand on your shoulders. Are you going through puberty, son?
I just like start like shaking my head, like she did something.
Who
You want to try to investigate things?
I'll do it, but I'm bad at it.
Anybody can.
I'll get experience somehow.
Okay.
Investigate. Sure.
Or I won't.
Okay, so you get one question. If I really mean, I could spin to hold and make you fail.
Do it.
What happened to Gamer? Is Gamer Girl still here? Because I don't see her
No.
icon.
Yeah, she dropped out. She's
So
still
I'm
on.
going to like, examine my body basically, and just like what happened here.
Okay. What happened? Okay, you've got sort of signs that you're seeing sort of a bruising type thing. You think you've got internal bleeding.
I'm gonna summon hell.
Okay.
So we're in our hotel room, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So I call her name. Is she there?
Okay. Yeah, she does sort of appear
What?
and come up behind you. Come up right, and yes, what is it you wanted?
What the fuck did you do to me? What did you do?
I did not do anything to you. Give me a moment. I'm trying to see if I can get Gamer Girl invited back in.
Sure.
Because I have... This is friggin' annoying. Okay, is she online? You seem to be having fun. Is everybody having fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I really love this game. I have
Yeah,
no
I'm
idea
just
why.
watching. I'm having fun.
I think it's because I get to be the asshole.
Yeah.
As long as everybody's having fun with my over-the-top, not very good character.
Well, that's fine. We made this up on a fly, and it's a one-shot thing.
May I ask, what system is this?
This is Monster of the Week.
Oh, Monster of the Week. Can I remind me of Dungeon World?
It's based on the same system. They're both powered by the Apocalypse.
Ah, okay, cool. Gotcha.
And both of them are hacks of Apocalypse World. I think Gamer Girl dropped in general.
Okay.
So we will continue going and say that she is... we'll see what happens if she gets back. Okay.
Gonna play hell with my plans to drag her into the bedroom, but alright.
Okay. Anyway, what you're doing is like, what were you asking? Hell?
I'm just like, what did you do to me?
I didn't do anything to you.
Don't lie to me, hell.
You didn't ask me to do anything. I am to help you and serve you and perform your commands, but I did not do anything to you.
You do know if you break your pact, you serve both ends of the deal.
Oh, yes, I do, but I have not done anything to you. If you want, you can roll Investigate a Mystery with her to try to get a question out of her.
Investigate a mystery.
Because talking to people is a form of investigation.
I might have to get lucky on this one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've already used one. Blah, 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 blah. So
You've
I'm gonna
already
use
used
another
one. You only had one. Okay, you only had one. Second. Go away. Not you. Ugh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, you only had one, but you already used it. You're rolling it again. Did you roll? You got a 6. That is a fail. You don't have any questions.
I have 2 luck left, right?
Yeah. Huh?
I have 2 luck left, right?
Yes, you do.
I don't think I can't fail this, so I'm gonna have to take it.
Okay. So you have, for investigate, 2 questions. And one of those can be, what is being concealed here?
What?
One of the 2 questions for investigate is, what is being concealed here? Which is basically what you were asking.
Okay. Yeah, what's being concealed here?
And she's saying, I haven't done anything to you. Something was already wrong. You haven't asked to have it fixed.
Then I'm just going to ask her, like, what happened here? Like, give me a real answer, please.
Okay. You were injured. She has healed some of the shallow damage, but she can't save everyone. She did spin luck earlier, and it's been having to. That means I have to have her doom come up.
Okay. I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm just like, fuck, I'm still cold. Am I still cold?
Yes, you are, and you're also unstable. So you're going to continue losing harm whenever I want. And I'm kind of stalling to see if Gamer Girl can get back on.
I just like lock eyes with her and just like, just remember, Hell. I don't have to find out if you're lying. If you break your pact, you'll serve. If you break your pact, it'll happen regardless.
I am well familiar with pacts, young man.
Alright? Just making sure. You don't want to serve me for. You don't want. You know.
And you still haven't.
The soul of God would do me very nicely.
Yeah.
I just like. I start like pondering what it would be like to have the soul of a death god. I'm just like,
Okay. No, okay. Anything else? Anything else you want of me, Master?
No.
No. Okay. Then I will leave. So you
I
know
think-
you're suffering from internal bleeding right now.
Yeah. I don't know if we're able to cure that.
Well, you're probably not in the best condition to do it yourself. And you don't think it will work if Clarissa tries it because, well, she's already tried to heal you once. But there is somebody else here who knows a little bit about magic.
Is it?
Though there's Casil and there's Kong. can try to make you stabilize your injury, so you're no longer bleeding internally.
Speaking of Casil, I'd like call Kong in, and by like extension also, Luke, not Luke, Troy. And while Kong is bandaging me, I sort of like pull Troy in close and just like, we're going to have to kill Casil soon.
We have to what?
We're going to have to kill Casil soon.
All right. I thought. Oh, how many of them are left?
There's 2 left.
2 left.
I think, if you want my opinion, I think we should deal with Casil first.
Why is that? You think she's going to trick us? I think she'll keep her deal until the last moment.
I don't think she'll trick us. I think we should trick her.
Let's wait at least one more.
Okay, Gamer Girl's giving me a note, so let me see if I can.
Okay.
Let me know how. Okay, big storm fell. She says a big storm suddenly came. Let me know how it ends because I might not get back soon. So she's giving us permission to go.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to say Clarissa has gone off on her own.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Do you remember a certain thing from the beginning of the game, Jimmy?
Hmm?
Do you remember something from the beginning of the game?
That she had the artifact.
Well, you had a premonition.
It was like her fulfilling a dark prophecy or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just like, we have, alright, so here's, I think what we should do, we need to keep track of, keep track of Clarissa, because if we don't, bad things will happen, and not the bad things that I want to happen.
I'm gonna watch out for her. I care about her.
Yep.
I know you do.
And you think she's probably heading towards the community center because she seemed especially drawn towards that. And she's probably taken the rosary and the sickle with her.
So what we need to do,
Last artifact.
we need to go with her, not with her, but go behind her.
Yeah, but don't we still need the last artifact?
I have a feeling with that as coming as close as it is, the fifth person might end up
There.
coming to the location anyway.
Alright.
So here's my idea. I can do something. I can get her amulet. I think that's her artifact. When we could just let her go to sleep, and like when she wakes up, we'll just be gone.
You're going to put Casil to sleep, is what you're saying?
Does she not sleep already?
Clarissa is walked out. Clarissa, the chosen Gamer Girl's character, has walked out the building.
Oh no, I was talking about
Casil.
They have so similar names. Casil.
Yeah, Casil does not normally sleep, but because she has turned aside from her assigned station as an agent of heaven, you could probably affect her with a sleep spell.
Alright.
Let's see what I can do with magic.
Night, Dominic. Oh, he's already gone.
Yeah, you think it's pretty obvious she's going to be a danger sooner or later, so I'm fine making a move on her. I'll back your play, kid.
Okay. Go ahead and use magic to put her to sleep.
Okay.
Can we not do it in the hotel?
Yeah, you can do it in the hotel. Use magic, not big magic. It's only going to take use magic to put Casil to sleep.
Okay.
is a shadow of her former power. I mean, she's more than a human. But
You want me to shoot her?
I thought you were going to put her to sleep, not kill her.
That's why I'm clarifying with Jimmy. He wanted my help, so.
We won't kill her if we don't have to.
All right.
Okay. Is that 2d6 plus 2 you use magic roll?
What?
Is that 7 your use magic roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to have a glitch. You get to choose the glitch, and I get the specifics. I decide the specifics. So the glitches for use magic include the effect is weakened, the effect is short duration, you take 1 harm, ignore armor, the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, it has a problematic side effect. So which one do you
I get to
want?
choose one, or you get to choose one?
Okay. So I'll tell you right now, if I choose one, it's going to be 1 harm.
I mean, it says you get to pick the glitch.
Yes. Wait a minute. No, you pick the effect and the glitch. I decide the specific effect of the glitch.
Oh. So, am I describing what happens?
No, you tell me which of the glitches you want. I describe what happens.
Okay, the effect is weakened. No, I'll take the damage.
Okay.
I think more.
You are now at 2 harm. Wow.
Oh, by the way, did they heal me?
They haven't healed you yet. I don't think they've rolled for the use magic to heal you yet.
Not yet.
Because I think Kong was going to heal me.
I think we're deciding whether it was going to be Clarissa or Kong.
Clarissa is out because the gamer girl can't get back in, so it's going to be Kong.
Okay. All right. So Kong will try to heal you. What do you want me to roll?
Plus weird, because this is use magic.
Weird. Okay. Weird's not good. Bam.
You got an 8, so you're going to have a glitch.
Okay.
You want the effect is weakened, the effect is of short duration, that you take 1 harm, which would be Kong. The magic draws immediate unwelcome attention, problematic side effect.
It's weakened.
Okay, so you are no longer unstable, but you still have 2 harm.
Alright.
You are not going to continue taking harm when I decide you take a harm.
Yeah. He's not good with magic. He has a smattering of knowledge.
Right. Okay, so at this point, you guys hear the sound of thunder outside, and you look out, and there is, because Casil is asleep in the bedroom, and you hear the sound of thunder, and you look out, and it appears to be raining blood.
I remember the last time this happened.
Well, that's not ominous.
You want to actually roll an investigate mystery to see if he actually has seen this happen before?
Sure.
I'm going to give you a -1 from those holds you gave me earlier, so go ahead,
Okay.
roll your sharp -1.
I've seen these things. Investigate mystery. So I get to 1. What can it do?
Oh, you know what this is. If it drives people into rage-filled killers. It's like this rain of blood is some sort of major ritual used by this cult to seed chaos in a city.
It was a long time ago, many years ago, but blood rained down from the sky and people went mad. Started attacking each other in crazed manner. So we should take all protection we can. Kong, get the umbrellas out.
Troy,
He sticks out his hand and Kong puts the umbrella right into it. Smack.
Okay, Jimmy?
Troy, would you mind pulling that door off its hinges?
Pulling the door off its hinges? Alright. I will do that.
Does he need to make a roll for it, or just do it?
I'm going to pop the hinges up.
You can just take it off. I'm not going to make you do it. If I don't see anything, I'm fine with you just doing it.
Okay. Alright.
I take out the dagger that I pulled from the other guy.
Okay.
And I start drawing a circle in the wood. I just say, we don't need umbrellas. We'll just hold this above us.
Okay, I like that. I'll let you do it. I won't even make you roll use magic. I'll let you, if you're going to go through town hiding under a door, I'll let you do that.
We've got one big problem. That problem's me. I'm much taller than two of you.
Yeah.
That's fine. Then you hold it.
Yeah, I can't hold it without, two people should be holding it, one on each end, and you're both much stronger than I am.
Just shut up and help me.
Hey, watch your mouth, kid. I'm still your elder. I could wash it out with soap.
Oh please, I've been alive for millennia.
Okay.
Okay, I have to look that up. Okay.
This is where you help me out so I don't get glitches.
Okay, I guess I will rig up a couple of pieces of wood holders so Kong can hold it and the door will be level over it.
Right now, if he's at the 9, I'm going to still make it. They're ungainly and hard to hold. So if you can help, if Kong can help him out.
Do you want to help me?
Sure.
So that's plus cool. So maybe I draw the circle wrong, like the ends don't meet up, and you should probably circle that.
I think he just, like I said, he just attaches some handles so we can hold it without actually having to hold onto the door itself, because then our hands and arms would be exposed.
Okay, I'm just having a flashback to one of the scenes from my Divine Blood novel, where hell. It's a different setting, but there is hell in that too, and she's reincarnated to earlier to relive her childhood and is going to high school. And to conceal the fact that she's a demon, she's etched out onto a sheet of metal so that someone who can see people's lifespans would be able to identify her as an immortal would not be able to identify her. And so she goes through tries to go into the buses for this field trip, only with one hand holding this really ungainly large piece of metal.
All right.
I'm sorry. The entire thing just suddenly reminded me of that. Go ahead. Troy, you got a 9. So
I got a 9, yeah, a 9 to help, yeah.
Right, so you do manage to help out. So you expose yourself to a little bit of trouble or danger. We'll see what that does later.
Okay.
But you do get some nice. You do get these charms done so that you can hold them rather easily. What it is, I know what it is. You have to hold the charm. You cannot use your elephant gun while holding the charm.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are going to head out to the community center now?
Yep.
Okay, you come down the hotel thing, and you get to the front door, and what you see is a bunch of people staring a little bit in confusion at the out the front door. You see the receptionist is there. The receptionist sort of walks out to go walking out the door to look at her. Huh?
I'm gonna stop her.
Yeah, you don't want to go out there.
Yeah, barricade the door after us and lock up. Things are gonna get crazy. Take my word for it. And I'll just drop a wad of money on the desk.
Okay.
Get yourself a drink or something.
Okay. Thank you. What's going on?
If things go really bad, use the gun I gave you, please.
She would have if she had walked out.
Yeah.
What's
so I'm
going
just
on?
like,
I think the gods have gone crazy.
Yeah. Okay. You step out, and it's not immediate because it's not right at this door yet. When you step out, you can start hearing screams of rage and pain and chaos everywhere. It sounds like from some of what you can see, some people are resisting the effects, but most people are just reduced to 28 days later.
Okay. Yeah, we need to move quick. Lee. Damn it, Kong, why didn't you develop some sort of strap so this could rest on my hips or my back and I can free both hands with elephant gun? What job are you doing?
by the way, we took the jewel, right?
You took the jewel. You have the jewel. You have the Athame.
All right.
We move quickly.
Right.
I don't get caught in the violence.
Also, as a note, Athames, they're knives, but they are not traditionally used to cut flesh or anything living. They're used to cut circles for rituals. So you would know that. You would probably be very careful not to use it directly as a weapon. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Because you would corrupt it.
Like with my experience, I would be able to tell the difference between like this knife is for stabbing, this knife is for performing rituals.
Right. You don't want to corrupt the ritual knife. Okay. Okay. So you're going to get through. It's just sort of out chaos. I need you to give me an act under pressure to get through without attracting too much in the way of crazy people to come after you. That is very good. You've been through this before, Jimmy. Again, you're having issues. You don't. What's going to happen is you stumble again and take about. I'll say you'll take another harm. You're at 3. Okay.
Watch your step, kid. You don't want to get that rain.
Actually, he's not all that worried about the rain right now. He's got the charm; it won't affect him. He's
I'm
worried
gonna
about
die at the end of this.
I don't know that. So.
your death will be short-lived. Okay. So, getting up towards the community center, you find the community center oddly free of rain.
Okay.
It doesn't appear to be disturbed at all.
Oh, that's good news. Sure, everything's all right here.
I got a beep. Let's see if that's. No, that's from the Silver Unicorn Tavern. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. And how are you approaching? I will note this is a situation where you might want to read a bad situation before going in.
Okay. So there's one person left, one hunter left. Do we know anything about that?
You do not that you know of. You heard the word Yoni Kavik. If you want, you've been all over the place. Neither of you have tried to roll an investigative mystery for trying to remember anything or encountering anything. But since you've encountered the blood rain before, there is a chance you run across it. So I will let you roll investigative mystery to plumb your memory.
All right, we'll do that. double check my sharp +2. Sorry. Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it was another guy completely.
yeah. You know nothing. Fortunately, on a miss, there isn't too much terrible that happens that isn't already a bad thing already happening. So, are you guys both going to read a bad situation?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me that. That's going to be plus sharp, I believe.
Well, let me take a look around here.
That's hold 3. While you're deciding what questions you want, Jimmy, can you go ahead and read a bad situation?
There it is.
Oh, yay!
All right. Tell me when you're ready for my questions.
I'm ready for your questions.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
At the moment, you're pretty sure you can kind of hear a low chanting on the edge of coming from up over the stairwell. You're pretty sure there are some cultists, and you think suddenly that there's also sort of the sound of yelled voices. You can recognize Clarissa as one of them, and some man as the other. And also there's a disturbance in the cultist voice as Jimmy steps out of the rain and into the area of the community center. It's like him stepping out of the rain just suddenly made all the people in this area suddenly aware of something.
Okay. What's my best way in?
Straight up the stairwell at this point, being sneaky is probably blown.
That's all I need to know. Clarissa's in trouble. I'm going in.
Okay.
And I rush up the stairs.
Okay,
Tossing the door to the side.
Jimmy.
Yep. Yep.
Troy just went rushing up the stairs.
What do you do?
I'm going to summon Hell.
Okay. Hell appears. And what is it you wish me to do?
I need you. Make sure he doesn't die. I'll follow behind.
Okay. I will protect your friend.
Oh yeah, also make sure Clovis doesn't die.
I will protect both of your friends. Okay. She starts slowly, though. It seems like she seems to be walking slowly, but it's like you blink and she's further away. You don't see her sort of teleport. You get the idea she walked the entire way, but she never seems to move any quicker, but she's just suddenly further away.
Yeah, I'd probably follow behind her as kind of like the curious child.
Uh-huh.
Just like peeking behind her back.
Yeah. Okay. As you're doing that, she's going off following Troy and heading towards where Clarissa is, and you can see Clarissa with her staff talking to a guy holding a cup and talking at her. He's a balding sort of guy in a white suit covered in blood. And saying, no, it's waited long enough. You know. You can feel it. You've been drawing from the same source of power as we have. You know what it wants. You know what your purpose is. And you know your friends will bring the other 2 artifacts here and we can complete this.
Shit.
Okay. And while you're both seeing that, you're seeing also a small army of cultists around the outer edges of the community center, and a number of them, maybe 10, stand up and start streaming their way towards this disturbance in the in the magic that they sensed, which is Jimmy. This is what happens when you fail a read bad situation. You give information to the enemy.
I'm so dead.
So tell me your reactions. You both still have luck, so I can't just kill you out of nothing.
So who is standing next to Clarissa?
Clarissa's talking to a bald man in a white suit, he's covered in blood.
Okay, but they're just talking. He doesn't look like he's trying to hurt her or anything like that.
No, it looks like he's trying to talk to her into joining him. It's like join the dark side, basically.
I'm going to approach Clarissa. I've got my weapon out, but not pointed at anyone until somebody moves to attack me.
Okay. Are you going to be talking to her?
Yeah. Clarissa, what's going on here?
It's like, I'm supposed to be here. I have to complete the ritual.
Okay.
Where's the other? I can feel them. They're right here. The other two artifacts are here.
I don't got a problem with that. Jimmy has them.
Yeah. Bring them over. And the man says, "Bring them over. We can finish this right now."
Well, Jimmy.
And Jimmy, you're looking at these cultists, and the bald man kind of raises his hand. The cultists are kind of staying their hand, and the balder man saying, "Here, bring the artifacts here. We will complete this ritual."
How about this? How about you give me yours?
I have been born to perform this ritual. I know it inside and out. Who do you think?
I've been studying this tournament for centuries. I know exactly what to do.
Well, we do have more of them.
Well, a century, not maybe. Point is, I know how to do the ritual. Give me your artifacts.
I don't think so. I think we'll bring your artifacts here. And he starts turning towards his cultists again and nods towards Jimmy, and they start moving again to come at him with knives drawn.
I'll shoot him.
Okay, do so. Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna jinx them.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the shooting first.
Do I get a +1 since I studied the situation earlier?
Yes, you do. As if you need it. You also...
I did need it. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Well, +1 won't give you too much. Well, your tough is only +1, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
So you barely succeeded.
Yep.
You're
Barely.
right in his face. So I'm going to go ahead and call this kick some ass. And you are both going to take some damage from each other. So you kind of, when you start moving your gun towards him, he looks at you and pulls out with his hand, and you can feel blood escaping from your pores and flowing into him as you blast him back.
I do 4 harm with my elephant gun.
Yes,
So I finish him.
and you take 3, and you go ahead and roll finish him.
Oh yeah, I'm doubling the damage. He just took 8 harm.
You just took 8 harm. Okay.
This is for you.
Yeah, and Clarissa's just still kind of confused. And he falls back and still is moving, though, starting to move to stand up. And you were jinxing the cultist coming after you. Come and tell me what you're doing. Roll the jinx.
On a 7 and 9, I hold 1.
You have a hold 1, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do. So they don't notice that there's like a pit in the way, and they
Okay.
just fall.
Okay, so you're going to jinx them if they... Okay, so what I'm going to say here is you're going to get a +1 on an act under pressure roll, because they're being interfered with. You get an extra +1. So act under pressure to avoid being mobbed by cultists. Otherwise, it would have been.
Isn't that when it's interfering with a hunter? Oh no, never mind. That's -1 on their act. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll take it.
okay, so you that's the 7 is total.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are able. Well, at this point, what I'm going to say is you can either escape all harm from them, or you can be knocked prone at this moment. You had to dive for cover, even though they fell into a lot of them fell into this pit and stumbled over each other. You're going to have to. You're going to be knocked prone and have to stand up next time, or be at at a disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so Yoni Kravik is standing up again, and he's looking towards. He's looking towards. What do you call? Hell? Not hell. He's looking towards Troy, and he looks back over towards Clarissa. And it's like, look, Aaron, you know what this is. You know what we have to do. Come with me and join against these false friends of yours.
It's like,
He's
Clarissa,
trying to manipulate her.
I'm on your side. I'm trying to. I'm on your side. I want you to do the ritual, not him.
Okay, go ahead and roll me manipulate.
Okay, what's manipulate under? Hot. Oh, there's no hot in this one.
It's going to be a -1 charm, but you're going to get +1 on this because you
Okay.
did the bad situation. So you got +0.
Bam!
Oh,
Charming when it counts.
yes. It's like no, you aren't my. No, it's not. I'm not doing this with. I'm not listening to you. And she swipes out with her scythe, her sickle,
Yep.
and slashes out, and it cuts into his throat, and he's just about got decapitated. And it's really disturbing. It's like the blood is not leaking out. He's not really bleeding from anything. The blood is flowing through vessels that aren't there anymore. It's almost like he's a blood creature wearing a skin suit.
Oh, that's gross.
Okay. Also, Jimmy, what are you doing? You're stuck on the ground, and they're climbing out of the pit and coming after you. Do you remember you have the jewel and what it does?
So I'm gonna grab the gem
Okay.
and focus on it.
Okay. Roll me weird, please. And I was going to change it so each of the artifacts used a different stat, and I forgot to. But go ahead and roll me weird. 9. Okay.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Okay. Now, Jewel.
So from what I've read, basically I clutch it, and everybody feels bogged down. Like everyone, it's as if gravity was pushing down on you more.
Right. You get everybody. All of your allies get +1 on all rolls.
Cool.
But he's not very completely controlling it. So as you're looking at it, it's the area all around you is like being crushed under this intense force of gravity. You're looking around at all the minions and all that, and they're struggling to even stand up. But the ground underneath you is cracking and compacting. In the first moment, the ground level drops an entire inch, and the buildings sort of start crumpling inward.
Jesus.
The guys who are climbing fall to the bottom, right?
Yep, they'll still be able to try to threaten you later, but you get a +1 to try anything to deal with them. This is one of those things where I don't roll, you guys do all the rolling, so most of the things most results end up doing a bonus to your roll or a penalty to your roll. So.
Alright.
Yoni is standing up, and he sort of leans over with his slashed throat, and lets some of the blood falls out of his slash into the chalice, which he dumps over as he's struggling against it. You still get a +1 on this, but everybody's got to be. You've got to do a act under pressure to remain standing as this torrent of blood that's being turned up into a frenzy by the intense gravity of the jewel starts rushing outward.
Okay.
Act under pressure. And now you know what the chalice does.
Yeah.
I want that chalice.
Troy is going to stride forward, shove the elephant gun in his mouth, and pull the trigger.
Okay. Well, I still need to. Oh wow! You nailed that act under pressure.
Yeah. I've been in all kinds of slippery situations.
Yep. I do need Jimmy to roll the act under pressure too.
Yeah, I got a 9. He did get an advance.
Okay. So at this point, you can stay on your feet, or you can stay on your feet, or you can keep hold of the jewel and keeping that gravity wave going.
I mean, technically I was already on the ground, so I'll just keep the gem.
You're keeping the gems. You're being pushed. That's right. You're already on the ground. You didn't stand up last time, so you're pushed back. And I'm going to go ahead and say you take one harm. Are you up to 4 again?
Yeah.
Okay. You are now unstable again. Okay. So
Damn
you're
it.
going
Hold it
to
together.
Huh?
Damn it, Jimmy, hold it together.
Yeah. I like the
I'm
fact.
holding it. That's what's causing this.
Okay, you're striding forward to give him you're going to go forward to behead him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blow this sucker right out.
Okay, go ahead and do so. Roll an act under pressure.
Oh, act under pressure. Well, I got a 6.
You got a 6?
That's a 7. That's a 7.
And act under pressure. You have a 7. Sorry.
Yeah. So you do not get splashed with his blood. Very good for you.
Good. I like that.
You get some minorly splashed by his blood, but not enough to have the really, really nasty thing happen. So you take 2 harm.
Ugh. All right, that takes me to 5.
Now imagine what the really, really nasty thing was.
Yeah, I don't want it. The other one's bad enough.
Okay.
Can Kong try to intercept that blood?
Do you want him to?
Yeah.
You can't roll help for yourself, so it would just be...
Oh, that's fine. We can just leave it like it is.
Okay. So, Jimmy, what are you doing? You're still clutching at you felt a rib break, and you're kind of familiar with this thing. You think you're intensely beat up at this point. And you remember the deal you had was until you die, hell serves you.
So I struggle up to my feet and I start walking towards them. I extend my hand, and this blast of eldritch energy comes out of my hand and strikes into Buzz's face.
Okay, he is actually okay. Go ahead and do that. Roll the weird. Okay, or were you doing the big whammy?
Big whammy.
Okay, here's the thing. If you do it as a big whammy, you're going to end up doing more damage. If you do it as use magic, you're not going to take any damage yourself.
I'm going to use magic.
Okay, so you are going to deal 1 damage to him, and he splats apart and starts. His body starts crumbling down, and the blood starts spilling off somewhere. And you do notice this time, Hell just sort of reaches out, and the blood sort of curls away from him. Remembering, so you're kind of remembering her promise that she was going to keep him away. The blood sort of scatters away. It seemed to be trying to reach out for Clarissa and him, but Hell sort of reaches out and vaguely gestures, and everything spills away. And she's continuing to watch this with a slight smile on her face. However, that has left you open, and things are coming at the cultists are coming after you. You still have the +1 because you're still holding the jewel, but you're busy doing that blast, so it's going to be up to Troy to save you.
All right, I will try. So the main guy's the blasts. Did I blast his head? And is he down? Dead?
He's down. He's down. Between you, Clarissa, and Jimmy, he is down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my 38 because I'm sure my alpha gun needs reloading. So, and start blasting at the cultists.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and give me a act under pressure, because you're not in danger. You're trying to shoot around your friend without hitting him.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Jimmy.
Okay, Jimmy. What's the harm on your pistol?
On my pistol?
No, on his pistol.
I think it might be
38
3.
is 2 harm.
Let me take a quick look here. No, actually, probably 2, actually.
Okay.
Where's my gear?
2?
2 harm.
It is 2 harm. You are now up to 6 harm. Jimmy, I'm going to give the cultists are about to rush at you. I'm going to give you 1 more action to try to act under pressure to get out from under them or die.
Yeah. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, basically I'm going to start turning and running.
Yeah?
If he shoots me, I just, like, stumble a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And, like, I keep running on, like, basically all 4s, except one of them is holding my chest.
Okay.
Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up.
Sorry
Fine.
about that, Jimmy.
Okay. You managed to get out. Okay. I will tell you this. Well, this is the outcome I can have. You can get away but drop the gem, or you can let them, or you can say that they kill you, and Hell enacts her price right away with spectacular results. Her promise.
I'll drop the gem.
Okay. Okay, you drop.
I want to get behind Troy.
Okay. You managed to get crawling behind Troy. You left the gym behind. You still have these cultists coming in, and you watch as Hell sort of smiles at you as you come by. You're at 6, but you're unstable, so now you're at 7 harm.
All right, stay behind me. I have to adjust the sights on this. I think Kong did a terrible job sighting this gun. He knows I'm taller than he is. Right, so
I think Kong needs to heal me right now. Because if I don't get healed, I'm dead.
Kong can try to heal.
Okay. I'll go ahead and let Jimmy. I'll let you roll with Kong's. Since Kong's helping, I'll let you roll you're use magic because it's Kong helping you. I'll let you do that. Go ahead and roll
Weird.
magic.
Is that weird?
That is weird. Well, no, I was going to let Jimmy roll it for it to heal himself.
Okay.
So you're going to.
Oh, I can heal myself?
Well, Kong's actually doing it, but I'm letting you roll the dice because so that you're taking part in it. I'm playing a little bit fast and loose so that everybody's doing something and not everybody's sitting around. So you and also I'm giving you a little bit more benefit with that. Okay, you're going to have to choose a glitch, but you cast out with the elephant gun. And the cultists kind of fall back, and then Clarissa starts going in, and in short order, everything is cleared.
Well, it's great when things actually go according to plan.
Okay, Jimmy, do you
Just like clutching my chest and just like I uttered to hell, do your goddamn job. Kill them.
you only had to ask, and soon as you asked, she obliterates all of them.
All of who?
She obliterates all the cultists.
Okay.
Remember when you went into this, what he asked her to do was keep you and Clarissa from dying.
Hmm.
And that's what she's done.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good job.
Okay. So you
I could have abused a loophole and ordered her to keep me from dying.
you have a glitch. Oh, that would be a counter. I don't know that wasn't specifically put as a counter, so you could probably try to do that.
That's what they call a loophole.
Yeah. But you did roll an 8. You can either. This is what I can give you the offer. Usually you would choose a glitch, but I'm going to give you this suggestion. You can either heal 1 or remove the unstable.
Heal 1 and unstable.
Unstable is what lets me.
If I don't heal 1, I'm still dying, right?
If you get rid of the unstable, then I can't just damage you.
You're not bleeding.
But I'm already at 7.
Right, but 8 is when you die.
Okay.
So if you remove the unstable, you are stabilized. You won't lose any more health.
Yeah. And he's going to heal you something. I think.
I will cure the unstable.
Okay. You are in horrible, horrible shape.
I like managed to utter out like, Jory, get
Yeah,
the
kid.
artifacts, get the fucking spear, this fucking whatever it is.
Hey, all right, no, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Isn't Clarissa going to get them?
Yeah, Clarissa can go ahead and go get them. Who is going to perform the ritual?
Clarissa, she's the chosen one.
Okay. I want everybody to please give me a read a bad situation.
Do we get +1 for the...
The gym? No, not in this game.
Okay.
Do I have to?
You don't have to, no.
Then I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I am not gonna fail this roll and die again.
Okay, I've read a bad situation. I got an 8. Let's see.
Okay. What do you want to ask?
What's the biggest threat?
There is still, you can get this idea, there is still something off about Clarissa and the way she's moving together and arranging the artifacts very naturally, even though you know she's not the best of sorcerers.
Can I interfere with her?
Yes, you can, and you have a +1 to do so because you had that premonition.
Jimmy, have you noticed Clarissa seems a little off?
Though you have to be told that she seems a little off right now. Did you just give him that information, Troy?
Yeah, I said, Jimmy, did you notice Clarissa seems a little off?
And you suddenly remember that premonition you have about something outside of her taking over.
I'm just like, you idiot. I told you to give me the facts. I'll fix it.
No, you said get them.
Wait, so Jinx, I'm gonna cast Jinx on her.
Okay, go ahead. James?
9.
Okay. So, out of 9, you get a hold 1.
The target loses something that you will soon find.
I'll tell you what. When she gets to the, you can kind of drag yourself over there, and as she completes it, you can take over the boon. You can take over the end of the ritual so that whatever is casting through her does not get what it wants.
Okay.
And when you do that, there is this raw, hateful glare at you as just before Clarissa kind of shakes her head and says, what happened? And sort of faints backwards.
I catch her.
And what is the boon you were going to ask for?
Boons. I want to be free of my pact with hell.
Done. Okay, you do that. Elle kind of looks at you and kind of glares. Do be aware that this sort of deal will get around.
Loopholes.
Almost! If he had died, that would have been a change of playbook. If he had died, he would have been instantly converted into a lich.
So I'm watching all this, and Clarissa's doing all this weird stuff, and then Jimmy suddenly steps in and completes it, and I'm not sure what's going on, and then, didn't really seem like much happened. That was a letdown.
Yep, and Jimmy, just one thing though, when you complete it, all the artifacts sort of fall apart because their purpose has been finished.
I like turn over, I put my hand on my stomach, and I'm just like,
Damn it, I didn't even get a good trophy to put on the wall. Well, I've got a few stories to tell, though.
Yeah, though you that would be the end of that.
Okay. I carry Clarissa in my arms, and
right.
I will carry her back to the hotel, and Kong will help Jimmy. He's still badly hurt.
Right.
We cut that so close. Oh my god.
I actually have rules for fighting the Eldritch Abomination if it gets released.
Oh, I was ready. That was what I was hoping for. If it had been up to me, I would have released it.
It was not ready for that.
Because my guy wanted the trophy. Like, well, what greater honor is there?
You know what it was in there? It was Typhon.
Typhon? Okay.
That's the Greek titan that...
They break all monsters, right?
Yeah, it's the titan that was created pretty much to destroy the gods. It is Cthulhu plus, basically.
Cool.
And some of the moves it has: reality melting, madness, debris, corruption.
I'm sure it would have been horrific.
As 24 harm.
I feel pretty accomplished then.
Yes. I was trying so much. I was actually really trying to kill him just so I could get. It's like, okay, you're now a zombie with a dark lord of hell.
Yeah, I thought he might die a couple times there.
Yeah.
Didn't help when I shot him.
You have, by the way, permanently killed one of the three monsters you ran across.
All right.
Because you're summoning around. You brought Azrael, you brought Hel, and Hel decided to give a message to Morrigan. The reason that Death Knight was around is he got cursed by 3 different priests. And Hel, Morrigan, and Azrael couldn't agree on who his soul belonged to. So he was still around the earth.
Cool.
And Hel decided, I don't care anymore, I'm going to keep him. And the other 2 got summoned in to hash it out. So the Death Knight is gone. Masato, you actually have to take a trip into the underworld and write his name back in the Book of the Dead.
Next time.
Yeah, and Yoni, the bald guy, somebody's going to get infected with his blood and turn into him.
Okay.
So you got
Sorry, Kong. Sorry about that.
It's not going to be Kong.
No, it has to be Kong. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
He owes me a life debt.
Yes. Okay, so that is the Tournament of Fate thing.
Cool.
I will note you are not the first party to try to get Casil on your side. One of the other parties had a Valkyrie and decided to turn Casil into her shadow. Kind of like Peter Pan has an
Right.
independent shadow. So Casil got permanently bound to be the Valkyrie's shadow.
Well, that sounds horrible. Poor Casil.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Well-
a lot of fun.
We weren't that much nicer, but we didn't trap her anywhere.
No. The first party I ran this through just banished her to heaven so she can face her disciplinary hearing.
I don't know what you're saying. I didn't really do anything to her.
Oh, we were super nice then. We just put her to sleep and took her stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty darn nice.
Okay. So that is my scenario. It is a long one-shot for Monster of the Week. I basically had 3 separate major monsters in it. And when he started doing things like summoning a Reaper on the Death Knight's forces, it's like, wait, the Death Knight's the one that has 3 death gods gunning for him. Okay.
Well, it was definitely fun. I wish Gamer Girl got to stick around.
That
That
would
was super fun.
have been very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, glad you had fun.
Yep, thank you very much. I'm going to get some sleep.
Yep.
Alright guys, it's like 5 in the morning, so I gotta go.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
5 in the
Night.
evening for me. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Peace.